Francesco Abbruzzino with the Scoop News. Okay, as you guys know, a month or two ago, we talked about the fact that both hospitals were essentially approved, and it looks like they're moving forward. The costs associated with appealing the decision, because Sarasota doesn't want Venice to have their new hospital, Venice doesn't want Sarasota in the neighborhood, would cost too much, and so they decided to say, all right, we're done. Let's move forward. Let's get this done, and that's all she wrote. It's been a long battle, about 9 months. There's still further battles to go for, though. Now, with these hospitals, Venice Regional basically, I think, is having a bed drop count to 210 at the new hospital. With their hospital on the island, it would have cost something like $60 million to re-nourish, so they're basically going to, I think, tear down most of it, and it's still going to be a facility. I'm not sure the specifics on what type of facility. Sarasota Memorial is building their 90-bed unit over there on Laurel Road, and the 25, they'll be able to handle 20 additional beds for observation, 25 for emergency. Plus, they have that building that's almost directly across the street from Venice Hospital, next to the Chinese massage parlor, that they're supposed to be doing something with, and I can't remember the specifics on there. Sorry, too much information coming my way. I did want to note, though, that the fight's not completely over. They still have to battle with many of the groups that are out there, and I say that because if you look at this is one of the petitions, and I'll put the link on my site, where they oppose the rezone of the hospital. It's CARE, Citizens Against Rezoning East Venice Avenue for Regional Bayfront. They talk about a few of the issues like parking. It says parking is projected but not limited to 1,485 vehicles. The helipad borders property lines of Venice Golf Country Club and Chestnut Creek. Entrance to the ER. Traffic increases, where the hospitals already came out and said the millions of dollars we spent on the roundabout, well, the roundabout won't work. You need to go to this traffic signal light. Gas emissions, air pollution, sirens, hospital 24/7. And, something I brought up, and I'll give you guys a link to this site, but something I brought up before is the fact that what they do is when they do the traffic studies, it's in the summer when nobody's here, all right, which makes sense. If I was a developer, I'd do the same. But then they also do these traffic studies, and they say, well, the car dealership, and let's mention car dealership because there's that protest today out here at the in South Venice at the R.L. Anderson building, because the second item on the agenda is to do the final approval or special exemptions for Boone and his car dealership, which is going right there at the roundabout. It's something I brought up a year ago. Everyone ignored. I was amazed that nobody really argued against it in the first meeting, and in the second meeting when they were getting an ordinance change, I think one person came forward. And then same with that residential home. Now you got the hospital, but what they do is, besides doing it in the summer, they do it just for this one item. And they'll say, oh, the hospital's only going to generate X amount of traffic, or the dealership's only going to generate X amount of traffic. And even though each county commissioner on there, if they did their due diligence, they should know that there's a new elderly residential home. There's a car dealership. There's all those watercrest homes that are going up. There's the hospital. So they don't look at it in a totality, and in my mind, they're not doing their due diligence, and in my mind, they're negligent. The county commissioners are, because they know this. But Boone knows legally he can go in there and say, this is all this car dealership's going to be producing. You can't look at the totality. It's fucked up is what it is. So I wanted to share that with you. I'll put the link on here. And remember, if you want the protest meeting, maybe I'll put a link on that too with the site. And if you're on YouTube, just go to my website, theuncensoredreport.com, and you'll be able to see it all. Everybody have a great day.